Hey guys, so first off, I just want to talk about that Geno leak, the one that Zero covered and I was talking about in my last video and saying was probably fake. Well, it turns out it was in fact definitely fake. The person who made it has admitted it was fake. So here's the article on it. It says, Weaver Sorrell, the leaker who took to Game FAQs and claimed that he had insider knowledge on Nintendo's upcoming 5th Fighters Pass character, has admitted that he, in fact, made up the information. Weaver Sorrell confessed on Game FAQs, saying, I was originally dedicated to the Echo leak and coming up with unique and weird enough to be true echoes. He continues and says, but I have since gotten a job at a butcher for a local grocery store and haven't had time to dedicate to this. I know no one believed the leak, but I figured I'd confess anyway out of principle. It should also be noted that the title of the thread is Confession. I have no leaks. So now we can assume that all information coming out of Weaver Sorrell is false and that there is barely, if any, evidence to support that Geno is the 5th fighter in the Fighters Pass. Unfortunately, this is sometimes how leaks go, as it's extremely difficult to tell if a leak is credible or if it's just someone making up some nonsense to get attention. Either way, this is why I like to follow up on these leaks and watch how they pan out, as more often than not, they are just fake. Looking for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaks is like panning a river of gold. You spend hours shifting through mostly muddy water, and very, very rarely you get to take something home. So there you go, Weaver Sorrell has admitted it is fake. I didn't think it was real at all. It really only got attention because Zero decided to cover it for some reason, so yeah, that's the end of that one. In other potentially Smash-related news, Doom Eternal's release date has been pushed back to March 2020. Some people were thinking because it was supposed to come out in November 2019, and that's the same month that Terry Bogard is getting released for Smash, that maybe when Terry got like his reveal video or whatever, maybe we get the trailer for the next character, and if Doom Eternal was coming out that month, it would kind of just line up nicely and bode well for Doomguys' chances. Well, now Doom Eternal is pushed back to March. So over on Twitter, at 18 St. Butters wrote me this: how much does this kill Doomguys' chances at PapaGenos? And then posted the announcement of Doom Eternal getting pushed back. And here's what idsoft's statement about it says. It says, throughout the development of Doom Eternal, our goal has been to deliver a game that exceeds your greatest expectations across the board. To make sure we're delivering the best experience for Doom Eternal to live up to our standards of speed and polish, we've made the decision to extend our launch date by a few months to March 20th, 2020. We know many fans will be disappointed by this delay, but we are confident that Doom Eternal will deliver a gaming experience that is worth the wait. In addition to shifting the Doom Eternal launch date, we've made a couple of other changes we wanted you to know about. Invasion Mode, which will allow you to enter another player's game as a playable demon, will release as a free update shortly after launch. Doom Eternal for Nintendo Switch will release after the other platforms. We will announce the date in the future. Doom 64 will be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC in addition to Nintendo Switch. We are adding Doom 64 as a pre-order bonus for Doom Eternal on all platforms, so you'll be able to download and play the classic game for free just for pre-ordering Doom Eternal. Doom 64 will be released on March 20th, 2020 on all platforms. We are grateful for every Doom fan for your dedication and support. We can't wait to rip and tear right alongside you. id Software. Okay, so how do I feel about this delay affecting Doomguys' chances for getting into Super Smash Bros.? Personally, I don't really think it does. I mean, if Doomguy is planned for Smash, he's planned for Smash. It's not going to change because of a game delay. A game getting delayed is something they can't always foresee. So, if they were trying to get it out in time for November, possibly to line up with Doomguy getting announced for Smash, but can't meet that expectation, they're now pushing it back. I don't think, it drops Doomguy out of getting into Smash. It just means, it's just not going to line up with his game. So, do I think Doomguy's definitely the 5th DLC? I don't know. He could be. He's a strong contender. It did make sense that if he got announced in November and the game was coming out in November, that could line up and stuff. But that doesn't have to line up. Doomguy could still be the 5th DLC and his game could come out a few months later. So I don't think this really hurts Doomguy's chances much at all. Okay, so another interesting thing going on in Smash news is this. Famitsu features a Smash Bros. Ultimate / Astral Chain Nintendo catalog ticket advertisement. So basically, Famitsu has an advertisement that has both Astral Chain and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so the idea here is, could Astral Chain be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? I think it's possible, but I also think it's just two Nintendo Switch games that they're probably just advertising together. Doesn't necessarily mean Astral Chain will definitely do some sort of Smash Bros. Crossover, but hey, it could definitely happen. Nintendo does like to push their newer games sometimes like that. Okay, and then next we have something interesting going on with the Tales of series. Over on Twitter, Gematsu is reporting this. Bandai Namco recently filed these trademarks, one for the Tales of series logo and the other for what looks like a save icon. And then they have the two trademarked images there. One of them is just the words Tales of series, and then the other one is what does look kind of like a save icon. It's a book and like a quill feather pen. So yeah, could these potentially be being trademarked for a new Tales of game? Or could these symbols be coming to Super Smash Bros.? Lloyd Irving is certainly a possibility for a Super Smash Bros. Character. There was a Lloyd Irving Mii costume that we have yet to get back in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The Tales of series is a pretty big JRPG, so it's possible we could be getting a rep for that in Super Smash Bros. At some point, and potentially these symbols would be used for Smash. It's also possible these symbols are just being saved for some future Tales of game, so yeah, it's kind of up in the air, but it is a possibility this could have to do with Smash. A lot of people have thought if Lloyd does get into Smash, his symbol would be this. It does make sense to me, but it's also possible that they would do that kind of save icon. It could be the symbol for Tales of. Who knows what they'd go with. And then finally, I want to talk about Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. Someone sent me this message and wanted to remain anonymous. They said, "My friend correctly predicted that Piranha Plant would be coming to the game. They have been consistent with their predictions with Banjo and Terry. They said that the final DLC for the Fighter's Pass will be Ryu Hayabusa and Geno will be in Wave 2. They have been telling me consistently that there will not be any first-party Nintendo characters, unless you count Geno. By that case, he would be the exception to the rule. I will provide evidence to my claims, but I do ask again that if you do go public, if this info, you keep us redacted for our privacy." So I do fairly often get people messaging me telling me they know the next character or they know some future character, something like that. Usually I don't take them too seriously. I just listen, politely say thanks for telling me, and see what happens. However, this person did actually show me a bit of evidence. Basically, they showed me a post that their friend made on October 31st that said Piranha Plant is coming to Super Smash Bros. Now, I know Piranha Plant coming to Super Smash Bros. Was known between some small circles of people shortly before Piranha Plant was officially announced, so this person seems to just be part of that, so this isn't completely unique information, but if this person was in fact in the know for that, it's worth listening to what they have to say for the future. Ryu Hayabusa also lines up somewhat with what I Am Shifty was saying before, that Ryu Hayabusa would be the next DLC character. That turned out to be Terry, so they were wrong about it being the next character, but they were pretty adamant about Ryu Hayabusa and actually didn't back down after Terry got revealed. So yeah, it's possible Ryu is simply the 5th DLC fighter and they were wrong about the order, but the character is still Ryu Hayabusa. I will also point out that shortly after I Am Shifty said Ryu Hayabusa was coming to Super Smash Bros., like a couple days later, Ryu Hayabusa was announced for Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate, so it's possible there was just a mix-up there, and maybe Ryu Hayabusa was the name that was coming to some game, and the game had Ultimate in the title. It's possible it was just screwed up there. Leak information isn't always exact. So that's basically it. Someone who wants to remain anonymous told me that the next DLC fighter is Ryu Hayabusa. They said Geno would be part of the second wave of characters, and they showed me that their friend did in fact know about Piranha Plant slightly early. So take that how you will. Well, that's everything I wanted to say in this video. If you guys have any thoughts or comments about any of the stuff I talked about, feel free to leave them below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. It really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.